Hey, David Breslow back here with you, and today I want to talk about consistency. Yeah, the C word. So many golfers are looking to be much more consistent on the golf course. What does consistency mean? It means being able to reproduce the same motion over and over again. Now, here's a problem I find with a lot of golfers. When they play well, what they try to do the next time they go play is try to reproduce what they did the first time they played. Makes sense, right? Well, as I'm often talking about with golfers, the logical mind is actually highly illogical. If you let it run on its own, it makes mistake after mistake after mistake, and what I call logical errors. And this is another one. The logical error is, hey, I played really well today, so all I need to do tomorrow is to go out and reproduce the same thing I did today. And when people do that, what are they really paying attention to? Results. They want to go shoot the same kind of scores. They want to shoot the same kind of good, crisp shots that they did today. Big mistake. If you've ever done this before, you're sitting there nodding your head, I'm sure, going, yep, that's exactly what happened to me, and I don't understand why. Here's the reason why. Consistent golf has nothing to do with outcomes. I'll say it again. Consistent golf has nothing to do with focusing on outcomes. Big logical error. The logical mind, because it's really not that smart, comes up with this idea that, hey, if these were your outcomes today, why don't I go look for reproducing that again tomorrow? Big mistake. Why? Because you can't reproduce those outcomes again, and your body knows that. So what happens when you try to do it? If your body could speak, those who know me know I like to give a voice to body parts, and if your voice could speak, just like a cartoon, that little bubble that comes over the cartoon character, it would be going, why are you asking me to do this? Why are you asking me to focus on these results? Because it freaks me out. Now I'm going to get all uptight, I'm going to get all nervous, and I'm going to get all anxious. Isn't that exactly what happens to you when you try to reproduce results? Even from one shot to another, forget from one round to another. If you get a great shot, and you try to reproduce that result, you are immediately starting to feel a certain level of tension and anxiety. It's a logical error. Don't fall into that trap anymore, please. If you want to be consistent, consistency has to do with this one word: rhythm, repetition. That's two words. Okay, rhythm, repetition. Focus on the rhythm. I'm always telling golfers, even in your pre-shot routine when you're taking your practice swing, the rhythm is really what you want to be paying attention to. Not the mechanics so much. Sure, there might be one or two mechanical things you're working on, that's great, but ultimately focus on the rhythm, because rhythm is repeatable. Results are not. Haven't you proven that to yourself already? What do you think got you that result? You got the result because you were thinking well, and your body was relaxed well, and your emotions were in the right place. You've heard me talk about this in other videos. I'm sorry, you cannot escape it. Your inside game is still controlling your outside game. So when your mind is right, and your emotions are at the proper level for any given moment, and your physical body is more calm and relaxed, or just the right level of intensity, it's going to work. You're going to be able to reproduce your best golf swing no matter where you're at in your game right now. So you want consistent golf, you want to be thinking consistently, feeling consistently, and being physically consistent, literally meaning the way you move the golf club. And that has a lot to do with rhythm. So focus on the rhythm first. There's my suggestion to you today. Go out to the range or to the course, whatever you're doing, focus on rhythm and watch how much more consistent your game is. And now apply that on the golf course in those really key situations: pitches, chips, putting, all the places where you get to score really well on the golf course. So that's the idea for today. Focus on mental, physical, and emotional consistency. Start with rhythm. Dave Breslow, glad to be with you once again. Please leave a note so we can get into a conversation on cyberspace here, which would be wonderful. More than happy to hear from you. And when you have a moment, come over and visit me at mentalgolfcoaching.com.